welcome to the Shiproom. You're on the air. Deutsche Bank was founded in Berlin back in 1870, a time so long ago that it was the Prussian government, not the German government, that gave the charter. I don't have a segue here, but the word Prussia is just fun to say. I'm joined today by the Vice President and Cloud Architect of Deutsche Bank, George Gallop. George,
hey.
Thanks for being here. You have such a unique position. You are the architect and you're pushing Deutsche Bank towards the cloud. Tell us a little bit how that's going. What have been your speed bumps? I just think it's fascinating. You're in a highly regulated business, that it has a global presence. How are you moving the organization into the cloud?
We're all in with the M365 journey. It's a very large organization, maybe between 100,000 and 150,000 people. So just to get the ball rolling, it's like a big super tanker. Everything we look at when we talk to Microsoft, it's easy, you just do blah, 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 but then we've got to scale it out.
At that scale.
Yeah, so we just got to scale it out and manage it. Working out with all this though, and the openness, how to fit and meet the regulators and the audit compliance and so forth. And now we're starting to roll with the cloud journey.
So you were born in Australia, but you work for a German bank. But what I'm wondering is, how much of the language have you picked up yet, in German so far? So I'm going to give you some German phrases here, and we're going to see if you actually know what it actually means.
Okay.
Innerer Schweinhund, inner pig dog, compulsion to sleep in or overeat, a craving for sausage or frankfurters, or the inability to recognize certain animals.
A.
Hey, you got it. Dein Schildkröte. Shield toad. A friend who withholds the truth to spare your feelings. B, a visor you put in the car window to keep the sun out. Or C, a turtle.
I think got A.
Kummerspeck. Grief bacon. When a vegan accidentally consumes a breakfast meat, eating compulsively after a breakup, gifting someone with bacon after a loved one dies.
Definitely A. Definitely A. My girlfriend speaks German. If she sees it, she's going to laugh at me.
So as an architect, how do you balance security with delivering that great user experience you're also trying to push and transform for the organization?
It's a journey. You have a very traditional CISO team who are quickly and getting up to speed with cloud and understanding the differences from some very basic sort of methods that they've always done in the past. So my job as the architect is I'll give you an example. It's very traditional in the old days that I'm at home, I've forgotten to send a document, so I connect with our VPN solution. That took forever, but then my machine is not compliant because the virus checker is out of date. Then it starts downloading the virus checker and 15 minutes has gone by and I'm running late, so I'm starting to panic, still messing around. So then I get my phone out, half an hour's gone and I can't send the document. What I try to show with the security teams is, look, if we do all our conditional access properly, we got the correct types of cloud auth on the tenant, and we allow certain workloads from external, why shouldn't I be able to take my work laptop, open it, as soon as the internet is connected, it sees the tenant, it lets me send with conditions, of course. ATP or Defender is telling you the health of the device, all these kind of things. It's trying to evangelize that story to a security team that are very used to much more on-prem sort of model. We want it to be there, but not in your face. That's been part of the journey too, evangelizing some of the newer tech, and then working with Microsoft because you're eating your own dog food. So by adopting cloud with some spend, we'll in the long term save a lot of spend.
Talking about high tech and modern thinking, check this out. We got the Teams phone. You are on the Shiproom here with George Gallop. Who's on the phone?
I said take the crayons out of your mouth. Hey, big brother-in-law. It's me, Kris, with a K.
Kris, I told you to stop calling me.
I know, but as you know, I've been taking some online classes, and since you've got some kind of banker on the show, I thought this could be a perfect chance to just bounce a couple investment opportunities off you two guys, huh? Brad, George, I'll show you what I've been working on, and you just tell me if you want to get stupid kinds of rich, huh? All right, number one, flash drive flashlights. This thing can store up to 60 gigabytes of data and also kick out almost 3 hours of light. But I warn you, if the battery dies, it may or may not delete all your data.
All right, Kris, what's your next
I
idea?
thought we're going to the cloud, no flash drives at all.
Exactly.
Number 2, battery-packed phones. Instead of carrying around a battery pack for your phone, this is a battery pack with LTE connectivity. Yeah! But I warn you, if you let the battery run below 5%, it may start texting all your ex-girlfriends, all right?
No, I think actually the first thing is you shouldn't have your ex-girlfriends in your phone book.
Number 3, my personal favorite, a Wi-Fi hotspot that doubles as a hot plate. How many times have you been to a conference, the Wi-Fi crashed, and the line to the lunch buffet stretches out the door? Now you can catch up on an email and make yourself a grilled cheese with extra bacon. But I warn you, if you spill anything on the griddle, it will DDoS attack everyone within a smell range.
At this conference, it'd be quite funny, actually.
Right?
See people banging their Macs.
All right, well, you guys don't seem to know a money-making scheme when it's right in front of your noses. So, well, I guess I'll just end by asking George a question. Working in a highly regulated industry, how do you facilitate the communication between your IT teams and your security teams so that your organization remains optimally productive and secure, huh?
If we can get teams in, that's the answer.
Yeah. But you were talking earlier about as you're driving this transformation in end user computing, it actually is driving a transformation in the entire bank.
Exactly.
Just not in your little area, but you're driving cloud identity. It's a different way to think about security. How do you bring the efforts that you're doing with the security team together and get that synergy or that alignment?
I've been working with my identity and the architecture teams, and we have single sign-on products on-prem, for example, looking at, okay, now Azure AD is in sync, and we've got
that. You
show a lot of demos and stuff, but until you use it day to day, it's another planet compared to what on-prem systems are. And that's one of the biggest difficulties, getting different technology teams to switch from what they know on-prem to this whole new cloud experience. And the analogy I used the other week is you've got a bunch of Ford engineers sitting there and you're telling them to build an electric car and you're saying all these cool features, but they're just used to a normal car, and my challenge is just to make sure we don't stop ourselves by choosing the wrong product for certain things, and I don't know, it's like herding a whole different bunch of teams, but keeping them on that path.
One of the things about the Shiproom, we have this chatbot that listens into the conversation and then pulls together the 12 questions that are the most germane to what we've been talking about. We call it the database dozen. So what I have here is who can crack the most nuts with these beautiful German nutcrackers. Rank these marks in order from best to worst. Deutsche Mark, Bismarck, my cousin Mark. How many Luftballons is too many Luftballons?
99.
What's gets you the most street kind of German bankers? A three-piece suit or lederhosen? Which is better, German engineering or German sausage?
Sausage.
Oh, look at that. What's the fastest you've ever driven on the Autobahn? Well done.
Yeah, it was a bit scary.
Wow, okay.
I don't know what's going to happen here.
Okay, a popular German dish is called pork knuckle. Where are the knuckles on a pig? True or false? German passwords are stronger than English passwords because every word is 25 characters long.
True.
Did Germans steal the Belgian flag and rotate, or was it the other way around?
Belgian.
True or false? If you're committed enough, any food can be turned into a sausage.
True.
Is there a German word for that awkward moment when you run out of questions, but there's still more time? And the nutcrackers are broken? Well, thanks, George. It's been a lot of fun to hang out on the Shiproom. You know what? All right, so if anybody wants to learn more about Deutsche Bank or learn more about you, where would they go? Thanks for joining us on the Shiproom. We'll see you on the next show.
2 seconds, Brad. Okay, here we go.